And we'll continue the news with foreign wrap as British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has admitted he made a mistake appointing Peter Mandelson at the United Kingdom's ambassador to the United States, saying that he was aware of Mandelson's association with Jeffrey Epstein, but was misled about its extent. The admission follows growing pressure in Parliament over the vetting process. Now, Mandelson has since been removed from the post after renewal scrutiny of his past links to Epstein, who died in custody in 2019 while facing sex trafficking charges. Now, Starmer said that Mandelson failed to provide full and accurate information during background checks. The Metropolitan Police has opened an investigation into allegations that Mandelson shared sensitive government information with Epstein while serving as business secretary under former Prime Minister Gordon Brown. Now, lawmakers are also demanding the release of all documents that are linked to his appointment. For more on this, our senior international correspondent and anchor, Afia Hagen, joins us live. Now, Afia, it's good to have you on the 12 report. Now, Sir Keir Starmer has now publicly admitted that he knew about Peter's continued friendship with Epstein, but when he was appointed as ambassador, but say he was misled about the extent of that relationship. How damaging is this admission for his leadership and judgment? And what does he mean by saying he was misled?
Even if Sir Keir Starmer and his government and people in the vetting process were misled, and I think by misled, he's basically saying Peter Mandelson lied to me. He lied to me and he lied to the vetting committee about how close he was with Jeffrey Epstein, what associations he had with him, how close their friendship is. But this is hugely damaging to Sir Keir Starmer, who really regards himself as, a solicitor. He was a lawyer, a human rights lawyer before he became Prime Minister. He regards himself as someone who is forensic, who looks at the details, who is ethical. And it's extremely, extremely damaging to him and the Labour government, but to him personally, because if he knew about Mandelson's relationship with Epstein but appointed him anyway, even though Sir Keir Starmer is saying he's been lied to, either way, it looks terrible for him. But at a press conference earlier on today, the Prime Minister apologised to the victims of Jeffrey Epstein for appointing Mandelson as the UK's ambassador to the United States, and he also apologised for believing his lies. Sir Keir Starmer said the victims of Epstein have lived with trauma that most of us can only barely comprehend, and they have to relive it again and again. They have seen accountability delayed and too often denied to them. I want to say this: I am sorry. Sorry for what was done to you. Sorry that so many people with power failed you. Sorry for having believed Mandelson's lies and appointed him. And sorry that even now you're forced to watch this story unfold in public once again. So quite strong words from Sir Keir Starmer there, but will it be enough?
Right. It wouldn't be enough indeed. I mean, some Labour MPs are reportedly furious, not just about the appointment, but also about attempts to withhold documents on national security grounds. Does this fit the narrative that Starmer tried to control the narrative rather than be fully transparent about everything?
It does and it doesn't. So there were concerns yesterday that fully releasing these documents, and those are the documents that related to the appointment of Peter Mandelson as the UK's ambassador to the United States. There was concerns that there could be security concerns around releasing those documents. The Metropolitan Police actually said they advised that the documents should not be released because of what could be in them. So on one hand, you could say that perhaps this is security concerns. On the other hand, yes, this could be Sir Keir Starmer trying to control this narrative because, like I said, it looks absolutely awful for him. And yes, there are a lot of MPs on both sides in the House and a lot of MPs within the Labour Party who are absolutely furious. Number one, that this has happened in the first place, that Sir Keir Starmer knew about Epstein's links with Mandelson and appointed him anyway, but also furious that this has been allowed to play out in the way that it has, and at a time when the government, the Labour government particularly, has said that it's really taking on violence against women and girls, that you have someone who is so closely associated with a sex trafficker and a paedophile allowed to be in one of the top jobs in the Foreign Office.
Afia, I must say thank you for taking out the time to join us up on the news here and just give us your updates. Afia Hagen, our senior international correspondent and anchor, giving us update there from the Parliament following Mandelson's accusations. Once again, thank you.